Heyo, welcome and good evening and good 4th of July to you. This is OmniBros Live coming at you on a Friday. Yeah, Kane, I played the transition clip for you. I saw you were in the chat. Thank you for being here. James is here. Nice. Good to see you. Kenny, good to see you. Jesse Say what checks in like an hour ago, so I don't know. Oh, here's Juice Dragons. What up, Juice Dragons? You're welcome. And I forgot to introduce my co-host. That's Comics Guide. How's it going, buddy?
Hello, everybody. Hi. It is, Friday. Let's go with that. Happy Friday, everybody. And if we are joining you on your drive home or your afternoon as you are enjoying whatever afternoon you're having, we're happy to be here. And if you hear a screaming child in the background, it's my child because my wife is trying to get her ready for bed. And it's always
Oh
a fun.
dear. Yeah, it's quite. No, I have to move my show upstairs because we're dog sitting our best friend's dog. He's about that big, but he's gonna. Patty's leaving, and he is gonna freak out when we start hearing the fireworks. So I'll have to move upstairs, and he will be close at hand. The poor little guy. He's very sweet. I think he weighs 5 pounds. I am doing fine. How are you doing, Lou? Kane wants to know.
I'm doing pretty well. I mean, I can't complain. I had, I think this was the first time I've had it because I can't recall having it any other time. I had kettle corn for the first time today.
Oh, you did?
Oh my God.
First time. Wow.
Oh my God. I don't think I've ever had it before other than today. It is delicious. It's fantastic. Oh my gosh. It is. I can't go back, honestly. Like regular popcorn will just not do it for me anymore.
No, not at all.
Yeah, we went to the movies this afternoon just to get out of the house because we're driven crazy today. So we're like, let's just go to the movies. And a few of us went, and we saw the new Jurassic Park movie, the new Jurassic World movie. Not bad. Yeah, it was fun.
Is that the one with ScarJo in it?
Yeah. It wasn't that bad. I know the reviews have been kind of mixed on it, but we're like, yeah, let's go check it out anyway. We're kind of fans of the series, and overall, man, was not bad. Look, I think a lot of people have to accept the fact you're never going to recreate the magic of the first movie. It's just not going to happen, right? Like that whole scene of like with the long necks and everything like that, and then pulling in, and you're just not going to recreate that. But taken for what it is, we had a good time. It's fun.
Well, I think that's great, but dinosaurs and leaving the house, I don't think so. Not for this guy. I'm not leaving the house for dinosaurs. I'm glad you enjoy them, though.
Yeah.
Here's Jaggernaut. What up from the Great White North? Good to see you.
But you are leaving the house next week for Superman, right?
We're leaving the house tomorrow for This Is Spinal Tap. It's
nice.
41, the 41st anniversary. So I saw it back when it came out, and I don't think anybody else in the other couple and my wife haven't seen it. But I have fond memories of it. I even have some of their their music. They are actually very talented. But Superman, I'm going to wait till the following week till the crowds are less.
You are brave. You're going to have to stay off the internet.
Well, I don't do social media like a lot of people do. I haven't had anything spoiled yet. I thought something was spoiled the other day. Not the other day. Last time I went to the movies. New Avengers or whatever they're called. Thunderbolts, New Avengers. That didn't get spoiled for me. Well, it could have, because Marvel came out and rebranded the movie.
That was terrible. I don't get why they did that. I went on a media blackout. I've been going on a media blackout lately because trailers lately have been just ruining movies like crazy, left and right. and I didn't watch anything for Thunderbolts, and I kept hearing it's really good. So when I watched it and they did their big reveal of like, oh, this is the new team name, I went, huh, I really like that. I thought that was really well done and it's funny and it works. And then Marvel 2 days later goes, with all their marketing goes, yep, the new team name is New Avengers. We're like, you kind of ruined a little bit of the ending of the movie. That's part of the fun at the end.
Yeah. So I didn't have that spoiled.
Yeah.
I really, I don't go on Twitter. People can attest to the fact that I don't go on Instagram because I haven't posted anything there in like 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I hope nothing's spoiled for Superman for me and
Yeah.
Fantastic Four, but I don't want to sit in a super crowded theater because I think it's going to be really popular for. I don't think you have to choose between Fantastic Four and Superman. I think people are going to just keep seeing both of them a bunch of times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so does Fantastic Four come out a week after or 2 weeks after or what?
I
James, are you in the chat? Do you can answer that? Yeah, there's James.
I think it's 2 weeks. I have tickets for both. I have Superman for next Thursday at 9:15. I have a late showing.
Oh,
But
9 at night. See, I'd go at 9 in the morning.
yeah, well, usually I do a morning one, but I really wanted to watch it because I know
2 weeks.
the only social media thing that I interact with these days is Instagram. But even then, I watch a lot of YouTube and I watch a lot of people that post stuff, and I just know some chuckle fuck is just going to immediately post the surprise villain is this, it's Superman, and like on their stupid tag or whatever, and they'll have
Yeah,
this
you're right because
yeah,
I
and
do
they'll
look
have the stupid YouTube face like
and have the spoiler right in it.
I
Yeah, like on
friggin'
the
hate that stuff.
thumbnail.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not good because I do watch YouTube
yeah.
with my daughter and myself. Oh, that could be. Here we go. Thank you, James, and thank you to Bat Cato. So maybe I'll wait until Fantastic Four comes out and then see Superman because everybody's going to go to Fantastic Four. You're right.
Yeah.
YouTube, somebody's going to spoil it in the thumbnail.
Usually the people that I follow are pretty good about it because I usually just stick to like a lot of the guys like John Campia, the Screen Junkies, and stuff like that, and they're pretty good about being careful with that stuff. Kristen Harloff and John Roca is really good too, but it's usually in the recommendation page where
Yeah.
it's some jack off with a
Yeah.
YouTube
That's
channel.
what I'm worried about is
Yeah,
the thing that gets recommended on the right hand side on my
yeah,
laptop, all those
yeah.
videos.
Because I'm kind of like you with social media at this point, where the only thing literally the only thing I'm on is Instagram, and I post on Instagram pretty regularly. Twitter, I don't know why in God's green earth anybody wouldn't want to interact with that hellscape and all the other social media platforms that are out there. Um, but I'm pretty good. I've curated myself really well as far as that stuff goes, so I think I'll be okay, but I still wanted to knock this one out because it's my most anticipated film. I'm dying to see Superman, so I really wanted to get in early.
Yeah, we've been talking about it forever now.
We have a bet. We have a bet going on.
Oh yeah, James, what's the bet? Do you remember what the bet? It had to do with $1 billion or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
One of us gets $1 billion. I forget what the bet is.
I don't think we both. I think we both came in that it's going to do under $1 billion, but I forgot what the exact numbers were.
I'm pretty sure I said Superman would make $1 billion worldwide. That's what the bet was.
Yeah. That's a bold bet, but
Well,
you might pull this off because it's looking better and better every time I see something about it.
yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Hey, here's AS. What up, AS? Good to see you. Look, he's ready. Superman symbol right there. Yeah. James will remember the bet. I think it was. It might be. Oh, here we go. Fantastic Four, Jess, 700 million for me. Lou, 620 million. And didn't I? Oh, okay. Superman, but $1 billion. Lou, 800 million. All right. Thank you, James. By the end of the theatrical run. Thank you, James.
See, I think we might have shot too far on that Fantastic Four bet. I don't know yet. We'll
Shot
see.
too high? You think 800
Yeah.
million is too high?
No, no, no. I'm talking about Fantastic Four. I'm good with 800 million on Superman because I think it could pull it off. Fantastic Four, I think that's a little too high.
For
Right.
its opening, or it's wait, what is the first? Wait, what's this bet? 700 million and 620 million.
That's Fantastic Four. We put a bet on Fantastic Four.
Wait, oh. Okay, Fantastic Four 700 million, lose 620 million. Okay, now I get it. That's the end of the theatrical run. Okay,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
1,800,000,000. Okay, AS has already got his tickets. You have your tickets too. You said 9:15 at night, Friday night.
Thursday night, 9:15 Thursday night, premiere night. I'm going. Yeah. So after work and everything like that, I'll have a pot of coffee waiting for me when I get home, and then I'll be watching Superman at 9:15 at night, and I am jazzed to the gills, man. I can't wait. I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, Jewish Dragons knows what's up. There are burgers at stake. The burger bet is for burger and shake, only no fries. Wow, that you have got a great memory. That is a specific bet. No fries. We must night that night. Yeah, no fries for you. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait a week or so. But I really want to see it really badly, though. It's just I think I'm starting to dream about it.
Really?
Yeah, I think I had it in a dream last night. Yeah, I think it's infiltrating my mind.
Well, I mean, it is my most anticipated this year. So if I'm gonna be really bummed out if this turns out to be a disappointment. I mean, I'll move on because it's life. But goodness gracious, I have a lot of hope that they stuck the landing with this, and that it is the Superman that I enjoy, and not not the Superman we've had for a while.
I think that teaser was perfect, and I think it. I already have high expectations, and I think it's going to exceed them.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to just be super excited at how good it is. Oh shoot, I had something. What am I can't remember. Okay, sorry, I forget what I was going to say. Oh, I know. You can't get Superman movie tickets at this. Okay, movie tickets at this place, but you can get Superman books and other collected editions at instocktrades.com, where you can get your collected editions 30% up to 60% off. Don't get the loyalty discount, 2% off every month. Of the last Monday of every month, we give away a $50 gift card courtesy of instocktrades.com. Okay. That's really embarrassing. Okay, sorry. $50 or more in an order gets you free shipping in the United States. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's it. Stocktrades.com. And I'm gonna, you know what, I should still we should promote that we're the only people, OmniBros, that gets IST's deals of the week early. So we have them for everybody out there. I have In Stock Trades personal cell phone number for Mr. Stock Trades and we will always get those early. Now I can text with him, and that's an exclusive. So always stick to this channel when you want your In Stock Trades exclusives. Which Lois Lane was in your dreams?
Ooh, I like this question.
Margot Kidder or Noel Neal? Whoa, good poll. Wow. Happy 4th, Rami. Let's see. Wait, what about Amy Adams? I think Amy Adams.
No.
I know you don't like the Man of Steel, but I think that I'm gonna.
It's
Carrie.
Margot Kidder. It's Margot Kidder for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Because I've been rewatching the Christopher Reeve stuff, um, and
I gotta go
they
upstairs.
they have such a great dynamic between the two of them, especially in that first movie where they're sitting down and she does the interview with them, and Reeves just you can just see it, and I'm like, damn, they're really good.
Okay, I'm right here, sweetie. Not you, Lou, the dog.
Oh, damn. Well, jeez.
You don't have to worry, sweetie. I heard him crying. I'm right here.
Aw.
I'm right here. No, don't go downstairs. I'm going to stick with you. You can come sit on the couch with me. Look at how little this dude is.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
He's
he's
so
like
cute.
bite size. Here, come here. Come sit on the couch with me.
You're so cute, Jess.
Come here. Come here, Andy.
What is he?
I don't know. Like a
No,
multi-poo. Here, come up here.
he's adorable.
Yeah, come on up. You want to come up? Oh, hi, baby.
He's so cute, Jess. Oh my god.
Yeah, so our best friends, their dog sitter fell through
Uh-huh.
for the weekend.
Hmm.
And so we said we'd take care of him. I think
I
it's a
mean,
multi-poo or something. He
what
only
kind
weighs like 5 pounds.
I mean, how could you say no to that?
You know, he's been a good boy. He I don't know what he's found on my shirt, but the dog and Jess both have the same hair color. Yeah,
There's
we
not
sort
more
of do.
wrong.
He's
Yeah,
white.
no, no.
Yeah, they call him Andy. That's you. He a dog. Oh, okay. Now we're cooking. Sat right down next to me. Now he's moving. Okay, but he stopped. He stopped yowling. Uh, oh, it could be. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to ask him. Okay, it's okay, baby. You're gonna be hearing some fireworks, which will drive you nuts, but it's okay. Oh yeah, Lucy and Ethel. Do they look like this dog, AS? Or is this a multi-poo or is it more like a Shih Tzu mix, like Kane thinks?
You never answered the question. Who's your Lois Lane?
Jewish Dragon says Kidder is the correct answer.
There you go.
Speaking of soups, I liked your soup. Oh, thank you. As someone who isn't big on Superman, there's some books I may get because of your video. All right, thanks. I appreciate that, Kane. It was Samantha from New Zealand's idea. She doesn't know much Superman, and she said you should put out a video about what people should read before the movie. And and I hope you don't turn us off, dog. For people to read before and after the movie. So I put that up, I think today, like around 2. And good. Yeah. Thanks, Kane. And I hope that I helped you and some other people.
Yeah, there's a bunch of great stories you could jump into. Superman Smashes the Klan is fantastic.
That's the first book that I led off with.
Oh my gosh, I love that book. It's so great.
Yeah.
There's that. There's Birthright, of course, is very good.
That was second on my list.
All-Star Superman, of course. I'm sure that was on the list as well.
Yeah.
Oh, what else? I mean, if you want to get more into the modern Superman stuff, there's the rebirth, the Superman rebirth stuff that happened when they first introduced his son.
Yeah.
John, right? Yeah. John.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he was still young, that's always fun. That was really good. That was a breath of fresh air because man, he needed it. After a while there, that Superman line was pretty rough shape.
Yeah, totally. Just a sec. Okay. Yeah, and I'm sorry that he got aged up. There's no going back now.
That was a mistake.
Yeah, I agree. I wish we could have had more time with him.
Yeah, I mean, I like the concept of him taking up the mantle for a while there and being
Yeah.
Superman. I thought that was it Tiny Onion that he was writing that for a while.
Uh,
I think that was him, wasn't it?
uh, son of Superman, son of Kal El was Tom Taylor.
It was Tom Taylor. That's right. Yes, that's right. I like that concept of him taking up the mantle for a while and everything that he did in that book and everything. But man, I really do like Super Sons, and I like the fact that when he was younger and kind of growing up and kind of growing into his powers and stuff, and I kind of feel like we missed a lot of that.
Yeah, we missed a lot of his childhood, Lou.
Mm-hmm.
Missed a lot of his childhood. We turned around and now he's a teenager.
I know it's just like real life, isn't
Yeah.
it?
What? Okay, come here, Andy. What are you doing? Don't. I mean, I'm right here. I'm just as good as mommy. He attached to upper management like right away. Come here. It's okay. I'm here with you. Don't be. Come on. Come here, dude.
Oh, have they started fireworks in your area?
They haven't yet, but they're going to. That's where Patty is. She's back in her old neighborhood to watch fireworks on our old street. Yeah, dogs on the 4th of July. Let's see, what other books? I ended with Space Age because I felt like you need more under your belt for Space Age.
Yeah.
Because it ends right at Crisis on Infinite Earths in 1985, and so does Dark Age. They're all made for that. Those books are all leading up to Crisis on Infinite Earths. So Space Age, I said was last. Let's see, Busek's run made it in there. I recommended. It's in a
John
hard,
Byrne.
and Secret Origins is in there. Sorry, Secret Identity. No, wait. Yeah, Secret Identity is in there along with that I was going to say Jeff Johns and Gary Frank are Secret Origins and Brainiac.
Yeah.
And I recommended those two stories, and then I recommended Secret Identity in
Okay.
the Busek book.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, and let's see who I.
Here is a question for you. You have to put together a top 5 of the best Superman writers ever.
Oh, the best Superman writers.
Yeah. Because everybody does Batman, right? Batman's kind of the easy one.
Yeah, that's a good question.
But Superman been around for a long time. There's been a lot of great runs. There's been a lot of great writers. I think obviously Grant Morrison would have to be in that mix just for All-Star Superman alone.
Yeah, but he loses points for his New 52 Superman.
I like the beginning.
Yeah.
It does lose a lot of steam after the first arc. I think there's that. Busick, Alan Moore. There's something to be said about Alan Moore being on there as well.
Oh yeah, I don't know that he wrote enough. I love Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's only like 3 or 4 other stories that he's written for Superman.
John Byrne.
Yeah, I liked his run.
He brought Superman into the modern age, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I liked the Superman Rebirth Tomasi and Gleason. That was great.
Yep.
Okay, let's see who else. Superman. Well, Denny O'Neil wrote all that Kryptonite Nevermore stuff. He was a good Superman writer. I'll say him.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote a good chunk of it. Mark Waid's a good Superman writer.
Mark Waid is a very good Superman writer.
He's a good superhero writer.
He gets it. He gets the characters probably better than I think most writers today do.
Dan Jurgens, he's a good. He knows Superman well. Where's Kenny? Kenny could come up with some other answers.
You've read a lot of Superman, so
yeah. Let's see who else. I'm in my mind. I'm picturing the Superman downstairs. Action Comics. I think Rebirth. Dan Jurgens did.
yeah.
Plus, he did Road to Rebirth, the Superman, Lois and Clark that I like so much.
Marv Wolfman.
Marv Wolfman. If it's sure, yeah. Keep going, AS. It's Bronze Age. I'm not going to know it as well because I dropped out in like 75 and didn't come back for 10 years.
It was a rough 10 years. It was a very rough 10 years. He's such a malleable character, and there have been so many different iterations and so many different versions. There's so many different things. But I always love the fact, I always like it when they go back to the big blue Boy Scout. Like that is what I think of Superman. It's not that he's a pushover, he's like a golly gee or anything like that, but it's his values, his core values are from Ma and Pa Kent, and they're from that podunk Smallville town, and they're kind of old school values and stuff. I like that, and I'm hoping that's what we'll get in this version. Certainly the Lois and Clark series, was that the one that just ended? I think it was Lois and Clark, right?
Yeah.
Taylor, what's his face, was the one that just did it.
Superman and Lois or something.
Something like that. The series that just ended.
Yeah.
A little bit that I saw of it, I was like, oh, okay, you guys get it. Like you guys get that old school vibe.
Yeah,
I think
I still need to see the rest of that. I saw the first episode and really liked it.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what went wrong for me with the whole Zack Snyder stuff and everything. I'm like, this is too grim dark for me. It's not to my taste. It's not the Superman I want, even though I enjoyed Man of Steel for what it was. I like Man of Steel as a whole.
Yeah, I like Man of Steel a lot.
Yeah, it loses me in the third act when it just becomes a giant CGI fest. But I enjoyed the first 2/3 of it.
Let's see. Who are some other? Up in the Sky by Tom King made my list because it's so awesome.
Yeah.
I can't. Superman for All Seasons. That was awesome. Superman Kryptonite by Darwin Cook and Tim Sale.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
I think people kind of forget that one. I've only got it in standard trade paperback, but I feel like it's come out in some other form, like in a collection of Superman or in something nicer than just my trade paperback. That's a really good book. That Kryptonite book.
We also, unfortunately, this week lost a legend. Jim Shooter died, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. And that makes me think that when I met him at Heroes Con 2 years ago, I bet he just was not feeling well when I didn't get much out from him.
What was the cause of? I didn't even see the cause of death. Was he battling something?
Yeah, some kind of cancer.
Oh, poor guy.
I forget what it was. I'm sure somebody in the chat can remember. But yeah, he was definitely one of those giants in the industry.
Yeah.
When I handed him my Legion of Superheroes to sign, he was like, "Yeah, I was 13 when I wrote this." 13? I thought you were like 17 at least, but 13.
Well, I mean, child labor laws back then were probably a little bit looser than what they are today. I live in the state of Florida, so they'll probably get rid of those pretty soon too here.
And he also with those Valiant books, esophageal cancer.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
God.
thanks, Jewish Dragons. Ooh. Um, the Valiant in the early 90s. When it was a market drop off when he would leave the book from writing, like Harbinger and let's see, Harbinger, Exo Man of War. Yeah, those Valiant books were really good until he stopped writing, and then Archer and Armstrong was good when Barry Windsor. That was a Barry Windsor Smith creation, I think, and he wrote and drew it. But then when he stopped, it kind of fell off. But yeah, he got Jim Shooter helped. Oh yeah, Magnus, Robot Killer, Robot Fighter, Dr. Solar, Man of the Atom. I forgot about those two. Yeah, those are great. Those were great reads. Those were really fun books.
Jewish Dragons has a memory that I wish I had. It is, wow.
He also has an amazing original art collection.
Yes, he does. And I'm very envious of it. Yes, he does.
That's a rabbit hole I'm okay not going down. I can appreciate it, but I don't think it's for me.
I couldn't do it. No, that's too much money. It's knowing my personality. No, no.
You're right. Same.
I don't know.
Yeah, same thing here. So I never answered who my Lois Lane is. I don't think. I don't know about Rachel Brosnahan because I haven't seen Mrs. Maisel. Terry Hatcher. I don't particularly care for Dean Cain.
Especially not now.
Now he seems like he's lost his mind.
Yeah, yeah.
My Lois Lane. Yeah, maybe Terry Hatcher.
Terry Hatcher.
Yeah.
Who's Terry Hatcher? I'm not sure who that is.
She was in the Desperate Housewives.
Oh, was she Lois Lane during Lois and Clark?
Yeah, she was Lois to Dean Cain's Superman.
Okay, all right. You know, she still looks very beautiful. She's 60 years old. She's young. She's nothing.
Thank you.
She's 60 years old. That's nothing, dude.
What is that noise that I keep getting?
That is, something has gone off on my stupid MacBook, and I'm not.
Oh, it's your phone.
Yeah, it's my Mac, and
your Mac. Okay, I thought it was mine.
Yeah, I still don't know what it is. I've been trying to figure it out, but I can't figure out how to shut it off.
That's the sound I get from notifications for AccuWeather, but nothing's going on. I'm one of the few people who probably remember Shooter's New Universe fondly. It was an interesting experiment at the time, but I think the market wasn't ready for a special imprint inside of Marvel. I don't even know New Universe. I don't even know about it, Jewish Dragons.
What are some titles? Let's take a look here. New Universe.
Thank you.
Comics.
I don't remember that. Because I didn't collect much more.
This. Oh man, this does not look good. There's Cyforce. Night Mask.
When was this?
I don't know. I've never heard of this. Hold on. New Heroes, New Legends. Okay, here we go. It is Star Brand, Spitfire and the Troubleshooters, which
Oh
I
yeah,
think
Jaggernaut just said Spitfire.
yeah, Spitfire and the Troubleshooters. I think they opened up for Parliament Funkadelic at one point. Merc DP7.
Oh, Brian just said that.
Kickers Inc. Cyforce, Justice, and Night Mask. Any of this stuff ring a bell to you? Because I'm drawing up nothing.
No. Juice Dragons, you've opened up a big can of worms here. Step up and defend yourself.
I've never heard of this stuff. It doesn't look good. I'll tell you that. It does not look good.
Do you know what years it was?
Hold on. The Ultimate Universe was on the new universe was an alternate. It was introduced in the late 80s, created to offer a new world for Marvel creators and readers to explore. It sadly failed due to not staying true to its concept and themes. Nevertheless, the somewhat maligned continuity would see its ideas again in the mainstream Marvel universe, not to mention rival publisher and even in the Ultimate Universe. I've never heard of any of these characters. Okay, this is coming from CBR. Jim Shooter was the editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics during the 1980s, true, which was a period that many fans regard as the publisher's best decade. This period would see classics such as Chris Claremont's X-Men, Walt Simon's Thor, Frank Miller's Daredevil, Mark Gruenwald's Captain America, and several other great runs. Shooter was just getting started too. In honor of the Marvel Universe's 25th anniversary, he aimed to create a new universe that would act as a starting point for new readers. Initially, this continuity was going to update familiar Marvel heroes and villains for the modern age, given how successful many of the company's titles were at the time. However, the concept was scrapped. Instead, the imprint would become known as the New Universe. Was just that, being full of entirely original characters and stories. As a rule, this universe was supposed to be the world outside your window, being incredibly realistic up until the White event that gave numerous individuals superhuman abilities. Even after this point, the stories were meant to remain somewhat grounded compared to Marvel's mainstream fare, eschewing copious amounts of alien races such as the Kree and the shape-shifting Skrulls, incredibly advanced technology, or cosmic concepts. Sadly, those rules would immediately be broken by the book Justice, which starred an alien warrior. However, throwing out what set it apart wasn't the only problem with the new universe. Okay. Marvel ultimately recovered from the new universe. Okay, but what were the titles?
Starbrand concept came back in Hickman's Avengers.
Did it?
Did the Plasm book with David Lapham?
I don't remember
that. Well, he wrote a great Legion of Superheroes. I can tell you that. Even though he didn't really want to talk about
it. It don't look good, Jess. It didn't look that good, man. You know, not every Jim Shooter was a great EIC. He kind of he was, and he was also that EIC that pushed for that whole every single issue is somebody's first issue, so you need to have the first 2 pages where Peter Parker goes, "Yeah, I'm Spider-Man, and this is what I do," no matter what issue it is. Maybe he had the right idea there.
Well, that would help a lot with X-Men. You could never pick up an X-Men comic and have it be your first comic, because especially with Claremont's run, because so many story arcs were going alongside it and introduced and stuff. You could never pick up an X-Men comic right in the middle of the run.
Okay, how about this? Would you be opposed if they rebooted the entire Marvel universe? Because I don't think they've ever done a full hard reset. DC's done it a few times, but I don't think Marvel has ever had a hard reset on their whole universe. I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I don't know that it would affect me. Starting over with everybody, just when I'm getting comfortable with X-Men, I don't want to see him start over. I'm finally into him, and I love all, everything X-Men related. So no, I don't want that.
No,
I feel like Spidey gets rebranded a lot. So
yeah. You would lose. I mean, if you're just starting over and you want to focus on the main characters, you would lose a lot of tangential fan favorites, right? You probably wouldn't have Spider-Gwen for a while. Miles would probably be put on the back burner for a while, right? You would just focus on Peter Parker, or unless you go with Miles being the first Spider-Man and shake things up that way.
wow,
It's a new universe. But we know grifters online would lose their shit the minute that would go off.
grifters.
They're pathetic. Um, I the X-Men, you could just start off with a core set of characters. You would obviously have your Wolverine, your Deadpool, because the Lord knows that they can't go a month without putting out a new title with them. I don't know, Captain America, you would start over. You would go back to Bucky. You would lose Winter Soldier, right?
Yeah, this isn't sounding good to me.
Huh.
I mean, if it's sounding good to you, that's great. I don't want to abandon ASM, adopt USM. Yeah, I've heard that Ultimate Spider-Man is really good.
It's not that it's sounding good. It's just an interesting. I wonder what it would look like if they tried to do it, and I kind of want to see them go for it just for a little bit, because eventually, Marvel, it'll get retconned or they'll rebrand it or whatever it is. I mean, the New 52 eventually went away,
Yeah,
and they brought back the main DC line.
New 52 is what really got me back into a Wednesday poll list.
I think it did for a lot of people. We talk very fondly of New 52. It got me trying out books I would never try. I didn't know who Animal Man was before Jeff Lemire got on the book, and I tried it, and I was like, holy crap, this book's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, he wrote a great Animal Man.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Scott Snyder and Charles Soule did a great Swamp Thing for New 52 also.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Well,
nobody's able to crack it like Alan Moore has, but they did a really good job.
Yeah. Wait, when was Red Lanterns? Was that a New 52? Yeah, I think Red Lanterns was a New 52 book.
It was.
Yeah.
That was Charles Soule.
Yeah, and it was the second half was. The first half was Peter Milligan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Red Lanterns, that was a good book. But Green Lantern continued to be a good book.
It did.
Demon Knights, I Vampire, Voodoo, Frankenstein, Agent of Shade.
There's a lot of really cool stuff, man, that I think that I don't know. It would be really interesting to see Marvel ditch the whole thing, start over, a la New 52, and what that would look like. And who's to say? Maybe they will with the whole, because I think Avengers Doomsday or whatever is going to be a reboot. I think the Marvel MCU, the MCU is going to be rebooted at some point. And I think it would be really interesting to see if because I would imagine, and we've seen it now, they want the comics and all the properties and stuff like that to kind of co-align with what's going on in the movies, because the kids will go to the comic book store, if kids even go to the comic book store, or go online or whatever and go, oh yeah, who's this old Nick Fury? And that's kind of why we have the Nick Fury Jr. situation and stuff like that. Why does Namor look like an Asian dude from way back then? He doesn't look anything like the guy from the movies now.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that's kind of my whole thing, where I'm thinking, and I think they will, if and when, it's going to be just to line it up more to what the movies are. Star-Lord. Look at Star-Lord now. Star-Lord now is not the Annihilation Star-Lord at all. It's not even close.
Yeah. I just wondered where the dog was. He's so little. Okay. So they're going to reboot the Marvel Universe, but do you think For this fantasy reboot, which titles survive and what are the creative teams? Jewish Dragons coming in hot, as they say.
That's a good question. Hickman would obviously be, if he's not off doing DC stuff at this point. Because I think he's talked about doing a JSA or Justice League book at some point.
Hickman has?
I think he's mentioned it.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe that's just me and my hope one day that'll happen. Kelly Thompson, I would love to see her mainline the X-Men line.
Of the X-Men, huh?
I think she would be a great steward for the X-Men line. And give her the main book. Don't give her, some spin-off little X-Men title. Give her the main book. That woman deserves her flowers. She deserves that book.
Okay, I'm not going to argue on putting Kelly Thompson on anything.
The big question would be who would take Avengers. Hickman's already done Avengers, so we can't give it to him. Tom Taylor?
Wow.
We can pull from both sides. It doesn't have to be. It's a fantasy thing.
I'm not going to argue against Tom Taylor either. I want Tom Taylor to do a Harley and Poison Ivy run. He has their relationship perfectly set in Deceased. It's only a few pages, but man, he gets Harley and Poison Ivy perfectly. So he has to do that alongside whatever we're thinking he's going to do for Marvel, since we're dreaming. I like this idea. At first, I didn't like the idea of a two lines going at the same time, but now it sounds like that DC's actually doing really great with it. Just regular all in, and then the absolute reimagining. That's really, it sounds really awesome. So you could have Marvel do the same thing, like keep the ultimate universe going, and put your new creators in there that's where Kelly Thompson could do the X-Men book. Absolutely X-Men.
Have they officially? Yeah, AS confirmed it. Okay. I was going to ask, have they said that the whole line is going away after issue 24? Or is that just Hickman kind of wrapping things up with his Spider-Man stuff? That's kind of where I'm at.
Bat Cato's saying that issue 24 is the last. Ultimate will sort of continue to exist, I bet. Remember how Ewing and Ahmed kept a little taste of it going. Jeremy Adams for Avengers. Interesting. I've heard his... is it his Flash or his Green Lantern that I'm thinking of? I'm excited for Tom Taylor's Court. What's that? Children of the Round Table? What's that, Bat Cato? I don't even know. Okay, yeah. He's supposed to write a great Green Lantern. Who's writing Flash now? Is it still Cy Spurrier, or am I way behind? I'm way behind on Green Lantern and Flash.
How about Ram V? What would you put Ram V on?
Oh, I've heard his detective run is stellar. Is he okay? We're thinking of him for Marvel.
Marvel. This is all Marvel. If we were to reboot the Marvel line,
okay.
He's doing a detective series right now, and apparently it's really good.
Yeah, I think he just finished up.
You could go a little bit more obscure. It doesn't have to be a mainline title. Give him Gold Balls. Ramby's Gold Balls.
Okay, wait. Marvel, Ram V. How about X-Force? Like X-Force. A really deadly X-Force, like an uncanny X-Force.
Okay, that's good.
And start with like all new Wolverine, Laura, and Psylocke on the team.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, this is a good idea. Rom V on Doctor Strange.
Good call.
Bat Kato is having trouble here. Don't type while going down the stairs.
Please don't get hurt.
You guys are superb.
Mark Wade. I'm gonna throw writers at you and see what we can do. How about this? Mark Wade. He's done everything.
He's done the Avengers. It's okay, sweetie. Come here. Yeah, he's done the Avengers, so put him on the Avengers.
But he's
That's
done
fine
it
with
already.
me. He's better what?
He's done it already. How about Gwenpool?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'd love anything Gwenpool. I know they brought her back, but it doesn't sound like the Gwenpool I fell in love with. She sounds like much deadlier and not as funny.
Al Ewing.
Oh yeah, anything.
I'm looking through some writers right now. Ed Brubaker. Oh man. Okay. It'll never happen. You can get Ed Brubaker back.
Oh, what about Greg Rucka on Avengers Inc., like Avengers Incorporated? There was a paperback that came out that I read that was really good with Vision and somebody else, and it was a detective story.
Okay, all right.
Avengers Inc. It was really good. I read it near the beginning of the year. That's what Greg Rucka could write, like a Avengers detective story.
I like that. Greg Rucka. Where would I put Greg Rucka? I like your idea. I like the Ink book. Greg Rucka on Howard the Duck.
We forget about Iron Man, distilling the essence of characters and restoring ones. There's rarely been an Iron Man comic that I've cared for.
Same. I've tried, and
yeah.
It's I don't know what it is. I mean, he's fun. Robert Downey Jr. is awesome as the character.
Yeah.
But every time I've tried to read an Iron Man comic, I'm like, it's Benadryl for me. It puts me to sleep almost every single time.
Yeah, Mark Waid on Iron Man. That's a good idea.
That's a good pull.
Oh, thanks, Rami. It says Fortress of Solitude. That's the entrance to the Batcave.
Oh, Daniel Warren Johnson.
Oh,
Deadpool.
Oh, I'd read that.
I think that would be fun. I think he's got the right tone for it. I would love to see him draw it. I think Daniel Warren Johnson on Deadpool will be a home run.
Kelly Thompson did a good Deadpool. Of course, they only gave her like 12 issues.
Jesus.
Yeah, this was an early recommendation to me. It was Fractions Iron Man. It was supposed to be a great one. And Jewish Dragons just read the first 8 issues. It was pretty good, so I'm pretty sold on Kelly Thompson. My first time reading her. Oh, dude, you have a lot of catching up to do on her awesome writing. Since you read Absolute Wonder Woman, you should read Birds of Prey. Her Birds of Prey currently is great.
I need to read it.
There are DWJ Iron Man rumors.
Really?
That he's going to write Iron Man?
Well, he's off Transformers soon. He's jumping off of there pretty soon because Kirkman is taking over the book. So that's going to be fun.
I did enjoy Zdarsky's take on the Avengers and Avengers Twilight. He's currently writing Captain America. Yeah, Zdarsky. Now he's got a sense of humor. He should do Gwenpool
He would be
or
good.
Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
He's already done Howard the Duck.
He
So
did,
give him
yeah.
Gwenpool and make Gwenpool as awesome as it was.
Oh, I think Rami has a home run with this next one
Tom King
for X-Force.
for
I think
X-Force.
yeah, I think that's a home run.
That would be good. Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, I'd love that. That is great.
Jeff Lemire.
You
got to give him something weird. I think he does the best work when you give him something weird to work with.
Yeah, they gave him a shot at X-Men, and all those writers like Cullen Bunn and Jeff Lemire and stuff, they had a hard time with him because they couldn't play within the rules of X-Men, editorial rules.
Yeah. Give him Dupe.
Who should be doing Daredevil? Well, this is interesting. Semi-finalist store single issues.
Tom King could do Daredevil.
I think we're talking about Marvel, though. Although I'd be up for Jail Dark on him.
Yeah, we're talking about if we were to reboot the Marvel universe and shuffle the deck, who would get what? And I could see Tom King do Daredevil.
Yeah, I'd like him on X-Force, though. That'd be really good.
You got to put Zdarsky somewhere. Give him Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, give Zdarsky Guardians. If you want to get that tone of kind of the movies a little bit, I think Zdarsky's the right one to go.
Tom King would do a good Daredevil. I bet he would. Zdarskians of the Galaxy.
Give Greg Land Gwenpool for art.
This is Kenny's latest IST order, talking about our sponsor, latest volume. Yeah, it's World's Finest, 2 DC Finest volumes, Superboy Crypto volume, and Jimmy Olsen Giant Turtle Man and Earth Prime. Nice. Oh, Dan Waters on Daredevil.
Good pick.
That's a good choice. Where'd that little monster go?
Oh,
I think he's rather pining for upper management. Oh, you're right there. Okay, just chill there. That's cool.
would you keep Jed MacKay on Moon Knight?
Oh, Jed MacKay, what should he write?
Would you keep him on Moon Knight?
Sure, if he wants it.
Yeah.
Jed MacKay can write anything as far as I'm concerned. He can just pick his book.
Just come to the office, man. What do you want? The whole thing is open to you right now. Hulk for Jed
MacKay, that'd be good.
Seeing what he did with Moon Knight and the multiple personalities, what he could do with Hulk, that'd be very interesting. I think Jed MacKay on Hulk would be fun.
Oh, you're right. That would be good.
Mr. Fix-It and all those different. Yeah. Okay, now I want to see a Jed MacKay Hulk run. Give me that. Okay. You kind of want to get into the topic of the night. We're going pretty long already.
Oh, we're doing the topic? Okay.
I guess we are. Yeah. Or unless you want to keep going right now.
When Hulk is more of a horror book. Yeah.
Well, that was the thing about Immortal Hulk, right? Al Ewing, he brought the book back to being more into the horror roots, and he brought back a lot of weird concepts, and that book got way out there, especially towards the ending with the leader and how that all plays out, and his father and the psychology behind it. Man, yeah. Man, I'm with AS on this. I haven't. I've tried. I have tried reading Hulk books after Al Ewing's run, and I'm like, it's just not the same. It really isn't. He really nailed it, put a nice bow on it, like he said, and just stuck the landing where I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to read any other Hulk books right now. I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah.
You still haven't read it, right?
Right. I read the first book.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I know.
Oh,
There's so much for me to read.
Jess, please, please. You owe it to yourself to try to get through that book.
Well, I remember loving it. So, I mean, it's not like it's going to be a hard sell. I really want to read it.
And it gets better as it goes, and it gets weirder as it goes.
Yeah, Charles Soule has written She-Hulk.
He had a small run.
It was a small run, and the writing was good, but I had trouble with the art like a lot.
You're not the only one.
Okay. I thought the run was really well written, but that I have, peace and love to the artist, but gosh, it almost pulled me out of the book.
Yeah.
It was it felt rushed almost, but it was a good run. It's thin for a complete collection. I like the current She-Hulk by Rainbow Rowell. It's really good. Rainbow Rowell. She's already on She-Hulk, and she did a great job on Runaways. So she's good on like slice of life teenage stuff. Who would be good? Maybe put somebody like that on Spider-Man. Make him a teenager again. Oh no, I guess people are sick of that.
We just got him as an adult again, Jess.
Okay. Is that what
It's a reboot though, so you have to go back, right?
Yeah. So and then you can age him up like Bendis did with Jonathan Kent. If people don't like teenage Peter.
Hold on. The question is, do you flip it and you make Miles the first Spider-Man?
Oh yeah.
And then age him up, and eventually he takes on the mentor role for a young Peter.
Interesting. I like the sound of that.
You kind of flip it on its head. People would lose their mind. Like, the internet would blow up. Grifters would grift. Fox News would have a field day. The works, right? Like, oh my God. Yeah. But I think I would like to see it. I kind of would like to see it.
Rainbow Rowell and Dazzler. That'd be cool. Who are the 18 different creators they will need just for the Xbox? Yeah, I think everybody we just named would get that. Josh Williamson. You're trolling the trolls.
Oh, they're so fucking predictable at this point. It's sad. What would you give to Joshua Williamson? Williamson's weird. Not as a person, but his writing, because he's all over the place. He does a lot of stuff. He's good at horror.
I don't know that I'm that familiar with his writing.
He did Flash for a while.
Okay.
Let me pull up a few things. He did that theme park book that we both like.
Oh, Dark Ride?
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. He's a great writer. I forgot.
He is.
That was legit freaky.
Yeah. There was a series, Ghosted. Nobody read Ghosted, and it was a fantastic little series at Image Comics. But
that was a great book.
Nobody picked it up. What else? He's done Superman, Flash.
Oh yeah, he's doing Superman.
I think he's
No,
doing now.
wait. He's doing Superman while Philip Kennedy Johnson's doing action, I think.
I
Is
think
that
you're
right?
right. Yeah, yeah.
Back Cato's read Ghosted.
Ghosted was great. Me and Bat Cato are like three of the people in the world that read that book.
Was that Birthright? Is Joshua Williamson the one that wrote Birthright? It's got like 10 trades.
Yeah. Yeah. That was an interesting book because if you haven't read Birthright, it's very good. Interesting story. It's the kid gets lost in this fantasy world and comes back, was it like 20 years later, and he's a grown up back to modern day and how that messes with him and everything like that. Birthright was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I remember that now. Adrian, Jess, how do you feel about the upcoming G. Willow Wilson's Black Cat? I haven't read enough Wilson to know what to expect. Well, her Poison Ivy's fantastic. So I don't know. I may be spoiled from Jed McKay's Black Cat, but G. Willow Wilson, she wrote a great Ms. Marvel. I'm hopeful for it. I won't read it till it gets collected. So that's like a year from now.
Gail Simone. She's doing X-Men right now.
Yeah, I haven't read that yet.
I haven't either.
His runs on The Flash and Superman are pretty good. He is at his best when he's working on one run. Okay.
Let me go. I think my wife fell asleep putting the baby to bed, so let me go check her on her.
Okay. Let me see what the dog's doing. Because the fireworks are going off. Oh, he's asleep on the mat right there. Okay. Those are big pops. He really isn't at his best when he tries to write events. That's Joshua Williamson. Doing a great job on G.I. Joe. Is G.I. Joe G.I. Joe, is that part of the Energon universe with Transformers? Oh, Dark Crisis was meh. Okay. Kyle Higgins, that's a good question. I wasn't a super big fan of his New 52 Nightwing. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you. Kyle Higgins, but he has written something really good recently. I thought his Nightwing was sort of just okay for New 52. Oh yeah, Night Terrors. What's up, YP? Welcome. Good to see you again. Okay.
We talk about the Energon universe.
Well, I brought Bat Cato said that Josh Williamson's doing a great job on G.I. Joe. And so I asked if it was Energon, and they said, yeah. Kyle did a good Batman Beyond. Okay, Kyle Higgins. I don't know if I know enough of his writing to suggest a book. Yeah, Kane's a big Batman Beyond fan.
Oh my god, I love Batman Beyond.
What we proposed monsters as our topic.
I don't think we're gonna get to it, to be honest, because I gotta
Okay.
get going soon. My wife wants to watch Sinners tonight, so
Oh yeah, my daughter's gonna watch it tomorrow
okay.
for like the 7th time.
So let's go for about another 10 minutes, and then we'll call it tonight. We'll keep it super short because, yeah, my wife wants to watch that.
Yeah. So let's not forget about InStockTrades.com, where you can get your comics from 30 to 60% off. Don't forget your 2% loyalty discount that you get. At the end of every month on the last Monday, we give away a free $50 gift card courtesy of IST. And we always have the deals of the week a day early. That's right. OmniBros is there for you. $50 or more in an order gets you free shipping in the US. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the music on pretty soon here. This is getting really loud for the dog, although the dog's not freaking out.
Is she asleep? Is he asleep? Is he asleep?
He left the mat. He may be by the front door waiting for Patty.
Oh, who's he grown more attached to? You
Oh,
or Patty?
Patty. Yeah, he's calm by the door waiting for Patty. That's good.
Baby.
Yeah, he's hopped up on the bed and he sleeps with us. He sleeps with his owners.
When are they picking them up?
Tomorrow or Sunday?
Tomorrow, Sunday.
What's tomorrow? Today's Friday already?
Today's Friday, yes.
Yeah, I think maybe somebody comes home. He's not a problem. He is so small, though. I'm afraid of stepping on him. He's so tiny.
Oh.
OmniBros Live Patreon. That's right. Thank you, James. Jess, what's your opinion on the Green Arrow by Kevin Smith and Creators Omnibus? I liked Kevin Smith's Green Arrow. That's all I've read in that particular omnibus. I have it. I also did an overview on it if you want to check it out. Phil Hester does a lot of that art. So I think I can't remember who I popped off. I gently said I wasn't into Phil Hester's art. The chat came after me. I think
Mistakes
it was
were made.
Yeah. Spent my 4th clearing some more land and binging Arrested Development during my breaks. I've made a huge mistake. Is now my personal motto. Yeah, I made a huge mistake when I didn't love Phil Hester's art in that particular stream.
We've all got one, right? I don't like Paul Pope's art.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, his art style is just not for me. I don't care for it. I happen to think Jimmy Corrigan or Chris Ware's art is dry as paint. It's boring to me. But all the high fancy art guys are like, what does it mean? It's just not for me.
Yeah. I didn't even want to read Night Terrors, so I didn't. But the Night Terrors that I did read were all like Harley Quinn Night Terrors because they were in the first trade paperback, and they were actually pretty good. But I don't need to know everybody's nightmare in the DC universe. I have trouble with my own. I don't need to know DC's nightmares, man.
Batman's is, I'm assuming, his parents, right? It's my dead parents.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I have not. Mech Cadets. What's that? What? Greg Pak. I think he's underrated. I really like a lot of his stuff. His Star Wars is good. His Hulk is really good. I think Greg Pak's a really good writer. Mech Cadets. No, I don't know what that is, Adrian. I met Adrian at Heroes Con.
I'm gonna throw a tough one at you. What do you give Saladin Ahmed?
The boot.
the resignation notice.
Yeah, don't let the screen door hit you on the way out.
Oh, he's not that great.
Yeah, man, he's been riding on Black Bolt for too long now.
He tries.
His Abbott, I liked Abbott, the 1970s kind of private investigator thing. That was good, but I didn't hear too many people liking Daredevil. And what was the other thing he did? I don't know. Whatever he's written, I haven't heard a lot of good things about it. So I'm letting him go to Image, I think.
You just send him off on his way. Like have good
Yeah, take a few decades to rest.
Jeff Loeb.
In Marvel?
In Marvel. Jeff Loeb is a mixed bag. You get sometimes you get a solid Jeff Loeb book. Other times you don't.
Oh, now I've got a crying dog.
Captain Marvel.
Here, come here. What are you doing? It's okay. Come here, Andy. Come here. Don't worry, Mommy will be here. Every year, giant sentient robots from outer space come to Earth and bond forever with a brand new crop of cadets at Sky Corps Academy to help keep the planet safe. But this year, instead of making a connection with a cadet, one of the mechs bonds with Stanford, a young kid working with his mom as a janitor at Sky Corp. Stanford has the opportunity of a lifetime, but he'll first have to earn the trust of his classmates if he's to defend the planet from the monstrous Sharg. That sounds fun.
There's an ointment for that.
Come here, dude. Everything's cool. Come on up. Here. Say hi to the internet.
No. All right, Jess. We can kind of wrap this up. You got your hands full with the little guy right now.
I do. I got to get music on.
Oh, poor baby. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. We will be back on Monday. We did the IST plug. Jess, what's your schedule like for the next few days?
Here, come on up. Let's see. Tomorrow I have Dying Breed Collectors on and at 8 p.m. on Batterdays in the Batcave. And then Monday is OmniBros.
Yeah.
Thank you, James.
My Boston Terrier is already at the door. She's starting to freak out. So yeah, I gotta get going.
Thank you, Batcato.
All right, y'all. Have a great afternoon. Stay dry, stay safe, and stay sane with everything that's going on.
Yeah, man. I agree. Thanks for being here, Jewish Dragons.
Night, everybody.
Thanks for being here, everybody. Appreciate it. Peace and love.